There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever pronouns that you care to be listed as, we are here, the GOB, the late bloomers. We are the three not so wise men talking wrestling, even though right now we only have two of us. But in the Detroit background, and let me try to see what's on his
Oh,
shirt. It is Hunter Hunter, which they're coming out supposedly with a new season.
yeah.
We got D, and they got me. That boy who got them two nose piercings now, CT, and then it went blurry when I tried to
Yeah.
show it.
Right.
We got me, your boy CT, and we have Chris, who is here in spirits and thoughts and prayers because he had to go be a family man today.
Mm-hmm.
But we are chilling. We are here to talk about wrestling. We are here to talk about everything that's happened with Cody's injuries, CM Punk's injuries, Paige leaving, new titles. Should they just have brought out a Forbidden Door title? You know, we have so many different things to be talking about. So, where we're going to start first is all of these injuries that has happened over the weekend. They had Hell in a Cell.
Man.
Leading up to Hell in a Cell, we all had got the news about Cody Rhodes being injured. No one knew like how bad it looked. Everybody kind of knew like, oh, a torn pec. People understood that's not greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But when he removed his jacket, yeah, I think everybody, like the fans in the stadium, were
Yeah.
kind of like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Nobody
I
knew how to
just,
feel about it. No, man. Just when I saw it, I was wondering how the match was going to go. Because, okay, he's injured. I know at some point numbness is going to kick in because, but how many drops he's going to take, how many bumps he's going to get. I'm thinking that they're going to take it slow. No.
not at all.
No. That was just ridiculous. Did you hear why they let him wrestle? Because you know he with the torn pectoral, people be like, "Oh, he's on the injury list. He's not. He shouldn't really be able to wrestle." But did you hear?
I guess from what the doctor said was since it was already torn, it can't get torn anymore.
Yeah, it was completely
So,
torn.
from as soon as I saw it, I was like, all right, yo, he had to get shot the hell up just to, oh, oh my God. And they put on, like, even without him being hurt, they put on the best match of the night.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like the Asuka Bianca Belair match. I did like that.
No, I love that match, but that's only because I love all three of them.
And they don't do anything bad, really.
Yeah. Like there are three experienced like they have the Viking Raiders doing Viking stuff right now.
Okay.
But no, they had all three of those women, they can go.
Yeah.
Like those are the three, one of the group of ladies who, how do you have them coming soon? They've already been, you know what? I don't care. Those three women, no matter what, you can put them in any situation and they're going to come out with just pure magic.
Yeah.
So,
and them just willing to get everybody over. That is the whole, like them getting Bianca over the way that they got her over is just amazing.
And guess what, WWE? Oh man, I'm going blurry again. You wouldn't be able to do that if you had Naomi in that position.
Yeah.
Just saying. Like them leaving, granted, yeah, it made it. What did Rousey fight at? No, she didn't.
No,
because there was only one SmackDown match.
And they promoted her though, right? They promoted her there. There was one of the big issues. They promoted her, but she wasn't there. But WWE,
that's because they decided just not to put it in. Okay, so sorry, we're gonna go off on a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda Rousey is facing Natalya at Money in the Bank. I'm fine with that, as long as it leads to Rousey versus Shayna Blazer at SummerSlam.
That'd be a good match.
I need that to happen.
That'd be a good match.
Shayna needs to like join her, and like honestly, those two as women's tag team champions fucking can run shot.
Yeah, I see it.
And it's like they already have the coherency, they train together already, so they already have that chemistry. That's what I'm thinking of. But okay, sorry. Going back to what we were talking about before. Yeah, no, I still thought just story-wise, Cody Rhodes and Seth was the best match, but second was the women's Raw Championship match.
Yeah.
And then just on Monday, the way that they like written Cody off, that was crazy too, because I was like, oh, they're not gonna do that again. Nope, they went full force, kept it up. Seth is just very mean. I love Shotzi. Shotzi needs to be pushed to the moon. She is one of the coolest, raddest, ultimate, dopest women that I've met, that I've known, and she's like super chill, super amazing.
Okay.
But what did you think of like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in of itself?
I thought it was straight. Those are like really the two memorable matches for me. I remember seeing matches, but then it was like all blurred. But that's, I mean, it was a raw heavy. It was a raw heavy show, so it was like, yeah, I lived through this already. I mean, it was AJ Styles, and
Finn Balor and Liv Morgan versus the old Judgment Day.
Right, because that changed. I think I was more excited about the shit that was happening on Raw more than more than the Hell in a Cell, as far as the stuff in between, because I was excited about Bianca, and you know how I feel about Bianca, and I was excited about Seth, and three times he beat him. This is get like, but for everything that happened after that, like I'm going on a little Raw tangent real quick, but the Finn Balor being that and they dropping Edge, I think that made that a lot more and made that story a little more dynamic, added more depth to it, because people consistently made jokes about how it was the House of Black, but they like the House of Purple. So now they added more depth and made it a little more legitimate, right? But
no,
what?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Okay, but another thing that really just it tickled me pink, and I know that is not a phrase that I say all the time, but Becky going for the 24/7 was amazing to me. Yeah, she had a match and she was tired of losing. Like, is she gonna add legitimacy to that title? Like, because honestly, if you're bored, that is one title that, depending on who has it, makes it entertaining. And
when I saw that, I was like, what? Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, it did make sense, but I enjoyed it.
Especially because they had the six-pack challenge to find out who was the challenger, and I was like, wait, what? You're not gonna put Becky in this? You're gonna make her lose twice to Dana Brooks? Granted, Asuka was the reason she lost the second time. I was just like, no, no, you don't put her around with these 24/7 African, like, okay, no, not gonna say that because that's not politically correct. And we are back, and now they're just shooting random animals off when Riddle gets to the ring.
Yeah, we're good.
This time it was giraffes. So spill the tea about everything that happened over Double or Nothing weekend.
No, it was actually Dynamite, Chris Jericho, and MVP had I say WWE star and AEW star reportedly have hotel confrontation after AEW Dynamite. So the word is they were at the same hotel, MVP and Chris Jericho, and it was like some little altercation. But after like the altercation, that was 2000. Hold on, because I'm going through all of the. Yeah, they been going back and forth for years, I'm guessing. So there was always, because they got tweets back from 2020 talking about Chris Jericho saying he's not a political person, but is it strange to anybody else that for the first time we have to wait a day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days to find out who won the presidential race? And it was like back and forth on political stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Jericho is a Trump supporter and all of that.
Didn't know that because I don't pay attention to that man like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's his prerogative. Like him and don't like him. I mean, boy.
I mean, he can't even vote, can he? So it doesn't really.
I think he's a citizen of the U.S. now. Like he's dual citizenship and he can vote. But yeah, they got their little scuffle on. But I think the thing
all I'm going to say is MVP, be careful because he is a wizard.
He is a wizard. He is. Did you see what he did to Kingston? Did you see what he did to the random guy in the back with a Moxley shirt on?
But
that poor guy.
Will he be able to do anything in Blood and Guts?
Oh, he's definitely gonna. Listen, I think he's gonna take the bump again. I don't know what's wrong with Chris Jericho, but but I think the bigger thing,
Daddy Magic and Luke and the Mooks, he's gonna take it.
Yeah. Well, another thing is Dolph Ziggler was backstage at an AEW event. This last one, actually. Hold on, I am getting the news.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God.
What?
Florida man bitten by alligator after mistaking it for a dog.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Not either. But okay, so I guess we can. What did you guys think about the Kyle O'Reilly John Moxley match?
On the replay, because I was done. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to, because I already know what it was. So it was like a letdown for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I could watch it later. It was a good match. I mean, like I said again, like I said, they're wrestling. There are spots where there's a lot of bumps, but I think that happens when, you become spot heavy. Like, everybody's trying to rush to get from one spot to another spot to another spot. And a lot of times that happens in those type of matches. Like, I mean, not Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly, but like if you do the Young Bucks or the Ray, Lucha Bros and stuff like that, where everybody got to have a big spot and everybody's rushing to a spot, it can get kind of hectic. But as far as that roster, the majority of them do great wrestling, and the ones that don't are literally pretty much just starting out. So, and they get better. Like even with the whole Marina Shafir Thunder Rosa match, there was a couple of times where it looked like she was going for like a Boston Crab or something, and it wasn't working, and so she was, she bent down and she turned into a different move and was all that. Was like, okay, so that's cool. She's still learning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like it was a huge botch. But Moxley and O'Reilly was good, and that's what I expect.
Yeah.
The hell is a last laugh match? I said last man standard for a second. I said last laugh.
I have no idea. What the last laugh match is. Who was in the last laugh match? Because I'm not watching SmackDown tonight.
He who laughs the hardest. And it's Madcap Moss versus Baron Corbin.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Like,
that makes sense. I mean, it don't make sense, but it makes sense. Yeah. But what else?
So, and now we know after the match, it's going to be Jon Moxley going up against either Tanahashi or who's Tanahashi facing? Kato. I won't say his name. But it's still gonna be Tanahashi, which again, that's some long-term booking because I think, Moxley's wanted to wrestle Tanahashi and Okada
for a minute, yeah.
Excuse me. The fact that he's getting to wrestle Tanahashi is going to be great. We have Adam Cole, who's going to be Adam Cole or Adam Page. They're going to wrestle, and the winner of that is going to face Okada for, I guess, the New Japan or the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, it may be Jay White.
Or Jay White. But okay, so if it's Jay White, then I see it being Adam Page. If it's Okada, I can see it being either one of them. Or they could still have Jay White and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And that makes it tie into Bullet Club versus the Undisputed Elite.
Yeah, even though they're friends, and that's gonna be eventually is gonna be Jay White versus the Young Bucks for the custody of Adam Cole, seeing how this goes. but no, I can actually see it being another way. What if the Adam Cole Hangman Adam Page goes to a non-decision, a draw, and Jay White and Okada surprisingly goes to a draw, and it's a fatal 4-way at the Forbidden Door.
I mean, seeing that they're already doing a 4-way, I don't think they would do that twice, especially since the 4-ways to get the All Atlantic. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up right now, but I'm having difficulty spelling Atlantic.
Where is Samoa Joe in all of this?
There's Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal is going to be on Rampage tonight, so that might kick off what's going to be happening. But we do also have the All Atlantic Championship that at Forbidden Door they are going to be debuting. Before we talk about, let's just go ahead and talk about this because we'll go on a rant if we don't. They had Pac versus Buddy Murphy. Pac went over. That was a really, really good match
Yeah.
that they had. Probably the match of the night.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention also that Swerve, I guess,
Threw over.
broke up the group. Which, I mean, people are mad at him, but I was like, in all honesty, it's Battle Royal. What do you expect?
Every man for himself.
Yeah, it was for the title. It was for the title.
For the world championship.
Stay on your toes, man.
It's like, yo, you should not be mad at me. You should be like, yo, I get it, because I would have done the same. I think next week we are doing Penta Escorta versus Malachi Black. We also have Miro versus Ethan Page. And then we have two people who are going to be facing from New Japan. And they will be facing in a four-way for the All-Atlantic Championship, which at that, Japan isn't in the Atlantic, it's in the Pacific. Okay. And we say what?
All right. Do we want to?
We say too many details. Don't ask.
Yeah.
I want Miro to win.
I understand that you want Miro to win. And honestly, I don't see anybody else winning, not unless they actually let this be a New Japan victory.
That too.
Yeah, and if they do it, it adds some legitimacy. It's not, we created this title and so it's going to be on one of our people. So we created this title, the best man won in it. So he's going to be competing over here. He's going to be competing with it over in New Japan. He might even take it to Ring of Honor when they get their TV deal done or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't see anybody else really doing it because you got Pac. Okay, the way that I see it is going to be New Japan dude, right? Miro, Pac, and Malachi Black. Like, just because the way that the story is going. But Pac and Malachi Black gotta.
They're gonna have to deal with each other in the match. So that's why I was like,
gonna cancel it out.
Miro or whoever's from Japan.
Right. And then everybody else is pretty much in a tag team or a triple team. I mean, Ethan Page is, but Ethan Page is also part of
the Man of the Year.
Yeah. But if Ethan Page win, Man of the Year will have the All Atlantic. And if Ethan Page beats Miro, I would say that is definitely going to be Ethan Page.
But it's like, I don't want Miro to lose.
No, I don't want him to lose.
Just got back.
Yeah, I don't want him to lose either. Not unless they give my man TV time and he he gives my man Kip Sabian TV time and he costs the match for Miro. That's the only way that he can lose, and it wouldn't look bad for him.
I guess.
Yeah, that's the only way. So they need to get TV time. Hold on.
I still think. Oh, here we go.
Give them time. Tony, make it happen. I just want to say that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sick of it.
I honestly think they should not have called this the All-Atlantic Championship. This should have literally been called the Forbidden Door Championship.
It should have. But honestly, I think that if that was the thing, I would have wanted to see something a little longer. And I would have wanted them to try to surprise us with at least one Impact wrestler or something like that. Yeah, but I think because the short notice and how, they probably couldn't get some clearance, that's why it's like, everything is so close. We got Double or Nothing and then turn around to get the Forbidden Door. Like, I think that it was like, all right, so we're not going to call this that, but y'all get the idea where we're going.
I mean, they could have always called somebody, like they have Bullet Club members in Impact.
Yeah, I know. I just think that
Chris Bay.
them ironing out some details is probably what it was. Like, okay, we got this going on. It's probably some timing issues. People got the people that they want probably are doing some different stuff in an indie circuit or something. They got prior engagement. So that's what I'm saying. Like it was all short term. Like even if they push this to August, I would have seen it being a bigger deal. But I'm glad that it was just this, because I know we'll be getting after that as far as blood and guts. And so I'm happy about it. But yeah, if they would have moved it to like late July, early August, made the Forbidden Door kind of be competitive with, because this is another reason why they didn't want to do it. Let it be kind of competitive with SummerSlam. It's not SummerSlam, but it's in that area of time. Yeah, they was like, no, we're going to keep it in June so it doesn't look like we're competing. But
yeah. Oh, by the way, bring the Trios Championships, because
yes,
the Trios Championships would have been a lot better than All Atlantic. Like this would have been the time to have the Trios Championship. We would have a Trios champion or Trios group from New Japan, Trios from Impact. Ooh.
Trio, all the trio.
Sorry, that was a vicious name.
it was.
But
you had they had trios wrestle the exact same night on Dynamite. You had not all of them, but Penta, Pac, and Ray. That is one. Ray wrestled that night. Pac wrestled. Penta's about to wrestle. You had Brody King. You had Buddy Matthews, and you got Malachi Black. All part of a title story that they didn't get. This would have been a little more.
Because we're really
Yeah,
we're really going to have to put together this trios championship thing. That's what we're going to do.
Yep, we're gonna put that in, and we gonna graphics and all that. We gonna have it, and we gonna predict who's gonna win it when it gets here. Oh, we gotta think of some of the rules, because the caveat right now is that is Kenny Omega gonna be there? So
we're doing this without. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
like,
I just want to make sure.
Keep waiting for Kenny. Well, guess what? Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
I had the same thought.
Let that man get healthy.
Yeah, right. Let him get healthy. Let him.
Stop trying to rush this dude.
Yes, let Red Dragon compete for a championship. Like, then you could just throw out, and you can even just create a long-term story. Like, all right, they the tag champions, but you also got Christian there. He wants to be a winner, so he wants to team up with Jurassic Express and their trio.
Well, no, because Christian is about to turn on Jurassic Express.
I was going to say that him losing would be that.
They're losing on the Wednesday.
Just give it to the Bucks.
Just give it to the Bucks. Do not care anymore about the Young Bucks or the Hardy Boys. Don't care about them. I don't care about the rivalry, because Jeff needs to Jeff needs to go home.
Yeah. And he's still injured. Somebody couldn't remember the match at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, it's like, yo, go get healthy, bro, and come back.
Got the poop on the bomb, such a good move.
After that, then yes, but no, I don't. And they should have just, if they were going to break up Swerve and Lee, then they should have just gave it to Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. For real.
Yeah.
Well, they need more fucking respect. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. They should, especially if you was gonna have Swerve. You knew that y'all was gonna have them break up. Starks and Hobbs should be the tag champion. It was a grave injustice on Double or Nothing.
Yep.
And we could have been already done with Christian's turn. Like, they could have been so much already. I think that somebody, I don't know who it is just yet, are kind of behind when it comes to pulling the trigger. They're a little slow on the draw because the Julia Hart turn shouldn't have happened the way that it happened. It should have happened a lot earlier against the Varsity Blondes.
Mhm.
Christian turn should have been happened. They should have
guys too much long-term booking.
Yeah, the Jurassic Express, we see that experiment. A lot of people are already tired of them. They don't acknowledge that tag team champion. Oh, welcome to this bandwagon over here. Like, but no.
Oh no, you should have known that we were off them. All three of us picked different teams to win, but
yeah. But what I'm saying is that
you're like for a different reason. I don't hear that.
Listen, I like Jungle Express, Jurassic Express, especially when they had Marco Stunt. They were one of the better tag teams in that moment too. Like but I'm thinking that them taking forever to pull the belt off them, if they would have pulled the belt off them by now, Jungle Boy would be, his solo would be like epic right now.
Next week?
Yeah, they're doing it next week.
What?
It is Roman Reigns versus Riddle for the Undisputed Championships next week.
Okay.
Which he's going to lose, which then ties into Randy Orton coming back at like SummerSlam to face Roman Reigns.
And lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then sets up, Clash of the Castles, which Drew McIntyre is going to, I don't know, lose.
Lose, yeah.
Oh, come on, Golden State.
And the road to WrestleMania. Like, honestly, all right, with Roman, because I'm already saying that Tony is slow in pulling the trigger. Let's go to Roman real quick. There's only two things that I can see done in this moment. He has to beat The Rock at WrestleMania. I don't think
dying before he loses the title.
No, I see him losing the title. It's just not going to be. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Where's TNT? Okay.
Vince McMahon, last will and testament, is going to get Austin Theory to the championship. He's going to be one of these champions by I won't say next year, but is it 2022, 2024? He's going to beat Roman. Yeah. This will be the last to the WWE fans. But there's the only person that that is going to beat him is somebody that you're going to hate. Because Roman, as a heel, he's already still over. Like, he's not. Well, everybody loves him.
More than likely, he's going to do a face turn. Because now it's where this is where the WWE wanted Roman Reigns back eons ago when they were just shoving him down our throats.
Yeah. But
so
yeah, he might do a face turn. I mean, I see it being a face turn, or because this attitude works on him so well, he's the anti-face.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, but I think somebody that you just don't want to see him to lose to is going to be that, and I think it's Vince's protege that they're building up. They're seeing how he's handling the USA title. They're probably going to go with a tag title. Throw him in a tag story like how they normally do. See how he fares with other people, and then after Roman beats The Rock at WrestleMania, after he beats everybody, is going to be Austin Theory, and he's probably going to be a transitional thing, but it's also to get Roman to focus on Hollywood a lot more because that's what he's doing. So
they put the title on Austin Theory and make him the one to beat Roman Reigns. I will officially retire from watching the WWE for at least a year.
They done worse.
Oh, I know, but still, don't go back to doing the worst.
I mean, it's probably unnecessary evil because what's going to happen is that people are eventually going to get tired of Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. AJ Styles will probably be, I would say, throw it on somebody is probably going to be him. Like, if I push somebody, push him again. Let him get there.
Yeah, they didn't even waste any time. They got right into it.
No intros.
So
no intros.
Absolutely, like they did 2 seconds of fireworks, went straight to the ring, and it was Eddie Kingston getting into the ring, and then them immediately just fighting.
Yep.
Eddie Kingston is just psycho. Oh my God. You don't count me down.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was just amazing.
That's the second time in 2 weeks that he's been verbally yelled at. Because he got yelled at by MGF as well.
Yeah.
Which
the producer, yeah.
he has been completely taken off everything.
No.
Yeah.
All promotions, all packages, all everything. How do y'all feel about that? Because
I'm trying to figure when he shows back up.
Oh, he's gonna. Do you think he'll be a face when he shows back up?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
More of the anti, but for different reasons. He's against the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Listen. I knew that this was going to be an anti-establishment. I said Tony was going to be the bad guy. I did say that, right? I said Tony's not going to be like the in your face bad guy. He's just going to, you know who the bad guy is, right? I said that, right? So
yeah.
How about Hangman taking slight jabs at Tony? I would think that I would be in the title, but apparently, I guess I'm not going to be in a title shot for a very long time.
Didn't he say that in his promo?
Huh? Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said, yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be in a title for a very long time, but there's other titles around. Like, those is establishment shots. There's the things working in the background that people are not seeing. And that is what Hangman was hinting towards when he was doing his promo against CM Punk, which is what MJF was blatantly saying when he did his promo on Tony, and what was Kingston saying when CM Punk first got in. Like, this is now, I like the nuanced stuff, but again, we are dealing with somebody that, as of late, has been kind of slow on pulling triggers. So I don't know how this is going to go. But I see that when MJF comes back, he's going to be white hot. They are going to love him. And when he told him to fire, you're going to have to fire me. Fuck you, you mark, all of that.
Bloody guts at the Little Caesars Arena. Tickets start at $29.
Yeah, when he did all of that, that was like, that did it. That was the Stone Cold kiss. We going against the establishment, we're gonna ride with you.
I mean, most people will always ride with people against the establishment.
Right. So this would be his face, but it's anti-face. So yeah, that's how I think that this is gonna happen. And them taking it, for a minute that made me feel like, okay, that wasn't a work. But then I thought, Yeah, it could, because now if you took his stuff away, when he finally comes back, he's going to have one of the biggest tickets around. I mean, like, he already is a big ticket, but now his merch sales is about to go through the roof off of whatever new thing that he does, as far as either a new catchphrase or how he, where he stands with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when he comes back, the little money that they miss now is just polarized.
No, they'll make it back.
Oh no, it's gonna be 3 times. It's kind of like when Chick-fil-A said that they didn't support gay marriage back in the day.
They still don't.
Yeah, but when they had it and said, listen, this is where we stand, we don't care. And what happened was the LGBTQ community, they boycotted, right? So they took that hit. Do you know what happened?
Nothing. Chick-fil-A still there. I went there today.
Hold on. What happened was the people that supported that message or Chick-fil-A went to Chick-fil-A in droves. So they probably lost 100,000 in that 2 weeks, but made $1 million the 2 weeks prior, because everybody came back to support more than what they would normally do. So,
yeah, of course.
So
how idiots work.
That's what's happening now. When they all took his stuff away, when we come back, we're gonna get all of his scarves and everything. Just
that's if y'all. This already not sold out on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Oh yeah, I heard that they couldn't do. Well, I don't know. I heard that they couldn't do too much on Pro Wrestling Tees. They're not allowed to really have their own promo. They got to go directly through the AEW.
No, AEW does a lot of their stuff for Wrestling Tees.
Okay. I mean, that's what I heard. So I can't remember exactly where I heard. Maybe from Joey Janela, but he was kind of, Joey Janela. That's actually his interview. He was talking about that. But
I mean, it's also like with the WWE, they're not allowed to do their own stuff. So I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. When you get into a major company, of course.
Yeah, there's gonna be some restrictions. But yeah. Well, what you think, Chris, about this whole MJF? And they said that it came from Warner Brothers to pull his stuff.
Yeah. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like they come up all the promos and intros.
Yeah, because this is the second time that they did it. Well, they stopped the Briscoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
Woo, man.
And that's crazy. Because it tells you how much money they making when those people that, they was like, we just gonna let y'all do y'all thing. Mm-hmm. Starting to say, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. Because that ticket, they didn't cost them much and they just making money hand over fist. They did not expect it to do what it's doing.
It's the biggest work since Cody on WWE.
Man, this is just going to be this summer's about to be crazy.
It's just, it's about the summer of Punk. It's the summer MJF.
Yeah.
It's about to be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the payoff. When he come back, it's going
to be.
I mean, him versus Mox for the title. I can see them doing that.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. And then
he beat Mox. Then fighting CM Punk when he get back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
It's definitely a summer Punk. Back in the day.
They are but here's another thing. We still got one payoff that we haven't had. CM Punk versus Wardlow. Remember, he was like, I want the guy that beat me or that would have beat me. Even though he won with the surprise roll-up, that was one thing. Just for Warlow to come out and says, I got my eye on that championship, but CM Punk is my champion. So until you get back, I'm just gonna wait. Like there's so many freaking stories that's going with that.
So many layers to this.
Yeah. So I don't even know how it would go. But if it's Mox versus Punk,
I'm okay with that.
If it's MJF versus, it's good.
If it's anybody versus anybody and it's good, you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think that there's anything else.
All right. Well, if that's the case, everybody be on the lookout for my subsidiaries, Pulse of the Ring. We have 2 episodes already done. I'm working on 2 more episodes. I'm going around interviewing some local and some not so local indie wrestlers. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
That's good. That's good. There's really nothing else. Like other than that, we got that coming out. It should actually be out Monday. I'm setting the day for myself Monday to have that out. It was trying to find some graphic art to use so I could put it on YouTube, but at the very least it's going to be on the podcast, on the Spotify's and Audibles and all that other stuff. So but yeah, other than that, if nobody told y'all that they love you, I love you.
You're all right, I guess.
Yeah. Nobody said that you're awesome. We say that you're awesome.
Sorry, I just saw a back fist.
He was out. Yeah.
We just want to let you know that whatever it is that's going through, it's only temporary. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. You need somebody to help cheer you on. We here. We got your back. You can do it. You can do it. All of that, because we've all been to where we had moments of where we thought we couldn't, and we've pushed through. I mean, so if we can do it, you can do it. Right. So, other than that, all I really want you to do is do what it is that you love doing, and that is being a part of, associating yourself, participating, being a voyeur of wrestling. Anything to do with wrestling, we want you to continue. So until next time, another episode in the books. Peace out.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Right. These chupacabras, okay?
Mm-hmm.
These Bigfoots, what's the white Bigfoot? The one that's in the mountain. The Yetis?
Yetis. Yeah.
Come on now. No. Like,
you're talking about cryptids.
They need to get rid of the 24/7 title.
No, they don't. I will argue to the nail. I've been wanting that. Hey, Chris.
Hold on.
Hey.
I made it.
Yeah. We're
talking
about Becky Lynch in the 24/7 title fiasco.
Ooh, I came in right on time. I thought I was the only one seeing that. The mighty have fallen. Oh my God.
And because I was like, yo, she lost twice to Dana Brooks. Granted, the second time was due to like Asuka. So they still made her look like, okay, but having her be a part of the 24/7 title and Shotzi, I love you. Shotzi, go for you. I love Shotzi because she reminds me of Shigo, and oh my God. Shigo is so sexy.
Yeah, I'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, so you think that Chris, you think that Becky going for the 24/7 title was them just sending her back down? Like, just like, fuck it.
Down, and they kicked her off the top of the ladder, top of the mountain, everything. Good God.
I don't see it going that far. I don't see her
I don't think she's staying too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just a one-time thing.
Yeah, I feel like I feel next week because Dana won, they're gonna do something next week, and it's gonna be her. It's gonna be Asuka and Dana versus Becky and Tamina, and somehow the guys are gonna get a part of the 24/7 title thing. Is gonna I can see that's how it goes.
Listen, I thought it was amazing, and I felt like Becky wanted that to happen. Her saying, "I am tired of people winning in my matches besides me. Nobody else is gonna win." I thought that was amazing. I was like, if it's a punishment, she's gonna get this over. I mean,
it's not a punishment. It's not.
Okay.
No.
Because the way that y'all talking, it felt like, dang, y'all feel like
this is just something to
keep her on TV.
Yeah, and to keep that momentum of her being frustrated because she can't win. Because more than likely they're going to put her in a Money in the Bank match, and that's why she didn't go for the title. And she's going to win Money in the Bank. And she's like, yeah, I'm Becky, Money in the Bank. So Becky in the Bank.
So what you're saying is that WWE is going to be continuing long form stories? Because this has probably been some of the longest stories that we've seen over the last 2-3 years. We had the Seth and Edge, we got the whole Roman and Brock. Now we got Seth and Cody. We had Bianca and Becky. That was a long-term story, and the way that started made that payoff so gratifying. The losing so quickly at SummerSlam, to win at WrestleMania was like, what? Like they've actually been holding on to some stories, and that has been kind of great, considering that when I had came back to wrestling, it was a whole bunch of cuckolding and short-term stories that just get dropped off. So I'm happy to see this. So I was like, wow, they're doing long form stories. It's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's not for everything.
Yeah. Since you here, Cody.
Yes, sir.
Hell in the Cell, Cody.
Man, he took that coat off, and I was like, oh my God, why they send him out here like that, bro? Then he went 25 minutes, and I was like, this guy the greatest wrestler ever lived. It ain't no way.
That is so crazy.
I did not tweet that whole night until that match.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
When I saw that, I was just like, oh.
Man,
Whoa.
then the crowd was silent.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
I
was like, man.
I feel like the crowd was silent. The Twitter was quiet. People were wondering how, why, when.
And
no.
Yeah.
Hold on, back up. We gotta talk about how Seth came out with the polka dots on, right?
Man, yeah.
I was like, this guy is the greatest heel ever. My God, it was so good.
He up there.
Yeah, he up there. Oh, I won't say ever. I think but
he's much better as a heel than a face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I think that if they put him in a face role now, he'll probably be one of the better faces too. But I think that how they had Seth in the beginning, he was constrained. There was a lot of things that he just couldn't do. Like just because they don't want to get a sense of humor over this little like honestly let's be honest. Let's be honest. He could be like Sami Zayn as far as he'll probably make anything work as long as you just give it to him and let him do it.
No, well, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
Seth might be Seth, but Seth can still be Seth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But no, well, I guess we should still stay within the injuries.
Yeah.
CM Punk was injured. From what people, and you know how the internet are sleuths, everybody thinks it's from when he dove into the crowd.
Yeah.
That's what I think as well. So it might be CM Punk. No more of that jump in the crowd. Because the last time he jumped in the crowd, he pretty much like did something almost the same.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, I know you think that you can do the stuff the young people do, but you damn near 50, Phil. All right. You're messing up good stories and everything, Phil. You were supposed to have a match, Phil. On the 26th, Phil. Jesus, Phil. I'm not feeling your thinking process.
Phil.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Since we talking about CM Punk, y'all was talking about how hold on, I need to point at you. CT. You talking about you didn't understand what the hell CM Punk was talking about. I mean, not CM Punk, but Hangman was talking about when he was like, I'm protecting AEW from you, right?
Do you mean him getting injured right after?
No.
Hangman was right.
First of all, he was right. And you know what made him right? Eddie Kingston, when CM Punk first came in, did the exact same type of promo, protecting the people from there. And so there's an underlying story that is going on right now that involves CM Punk. And I am like, oh shit, they probably had this setback when he was fighting Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something that's going on. And Hangman is right, because he should have been, after that loss, and then he got to go through surgery. He should have been Hangman should have been in the Battle Royale. But
yeah,
because I want to get into the Battle Royale, but I just wanted to say that because CM Punk I can't stand him.
Well, we also, I guess we should still talk about the other injuries.
Yeah, let's get into the other injuries. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, he's injured as of now. Yeah. Supposedly he should be out. He should be back before Forbidden Door. They said his injury wasn't something huge.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget who else got injured though. There was somebody else.
Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky is injured.
I don't think his is as bad either.
Nope.
Because
they pulled the trigger on the Wardlow.
Yeah. Well, they still are giving it a few because he has to wrestle 20 other men at next week's Road Rager.
Oh yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to figure out something, but then I was thinking of who this person is. And I was thinking just like, Jesus, Phil. The same week Cody Rhodes decides he wants to go, you're like, yo, hold my beer. I'm the champion and I have to go. But then they made them have a battle royal on Wednesday. I like their concept of their Casino Royale battle royal, where instead of it being one person, they do 5 people at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it one go a lot a bit quicker, a lot simpler, and Max Caster and
I was just about to say the Acclaimed are so good, dude.
They are them and the Gun Club together.
Perfect pairing.
Yeah.
He's like, Sesame Daddy. I was like, oh my God.
Oh,
Especially because they're gonna have eventually they're gonna have a daddy gun in a cage match. A custody match for their daddy gun.
The Shark Tank.
There's gonna be a custody match somewhere. But no, did you hear about the gun club? Before the show, they start autographing the chair, saying, "Yeah, you know we love you, but please tonight, no ass boys." Oh, dude, they are. Billy got them good. Billy got them like, man, we are.
So I had the chance to interview them, but I'm not gonna say I got preoccupied, but I was interviewing like other people at the time, and they left before I got the chance. But one of the questions that I did want to ask them was, what has their dad like taught them in a way, or why is this thing that their dad has talked to them about tag team wrestling? Because
him and the Road Dog, him and quite a few people actually.
Give them another 2-3 years. I bet when their contract is up, certain companies going to be wanting to talk to them.
Oh yeah, no, they are. How can I say? They're really good.
Yes.
And I'm not even just talking about on the wrestling side. I think the reality show that they was in helped them as far as trying to build a personality for themselves. And I think that their father telling them how to work. I think one of the biggest things that Billy Gunn has probably done is work a crowd. I think that is one of his most underappreciated talents, because he made Mr. Ass work. Like he made it work. And to the point where when it started to look like it was becoming cheesy, that he leaned so hard into it that it's like, all right, we can't say nothing bad about Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
Because he works a crowd. He leans into it, and they lean it just like how he leaned into it that he's gonna love this. Everybody else, he's like, you know what? Go the other way. I know he told them go the other way. So don't call us the ass boys. Ass boys, ass boys. That is
it's genius.
It's genius. Last thing you want them to do is gonna be the first thing they do. Yep. So yeah. But then they got by the end of their contract, they'll be one of the top teams. Oh, if they, you know who would help them get them over? I know it's gonna happen. FTR is going to put them over as far as like in their last track. I think that feud is going to be epic.
I mean, they already did have a match last Friday, or was it no, last Dynamite before because on Rampage that's when he gave up the title.
Yeah. Or
the interim title, which we still haven't even talked about the Battle Royal.
Yeah, I thought it was. It
could have been better, but I seeing that they brought a new championship into the mix. Mm-hmm. I see why they didn't put the top names in there, but just like I forget who said it, huh?
So you talk about this new championship. Where is our trio's titles?
Look, let's hold on.
Let's stay here real quick.
They should have had all the top names in the Battle Royal. Point blank period.
Should have everybody in the top 5.
Yeah. Except for mine. If you're in the top 10, I say you should be in it.
Yeah. No, I mean, and what I would say is that there should have been some big names. And honestly, even if you put like a lot of those smaller names in there with them,
and that helps the smaller person,
especially especially if it's going to be like, you know what, we're going to end this with Kyle O'Reilly, and have Kyle O'Reilly actually throw out some of the huge names, some of the like even if they put Wardlow in it at the beginning, and Wardlow's, he eliminated himself just so he could start this thing. I mean,
Wardlow.
No, I mean,
keep him out. It would make him look stupid to eliminate himself or be eliminated because, it's easier. Him, I completely understand. Keep him out. You want to keep him looking strong.
Yeah. There was no reason Hangman shouldn't have been in the battle.
Yeah, Hangman should have been in the could have put Adam Cole in it.
I think he's hurt.
Yeah,
he's hurt.
Oh yeah, he got an injury too. See, this injury shit.
Injury plague.
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking, and I was like, this reminds me of, I can't remember what WrestleMania was. I think it was maybe 2-3 years ago, where it was just like everybody was hurt.
Yeah.
And like it was a great Mania nonetheless, but it just all the people, the kind of the bigger people were hurt, so it just didn't feel like WrestleMania.
Yeah. Who was it? I think it was Dave Meltzer or Ryan Albert. One of them. They was talking to it was on what is it, that F4W Wrestling Insight.
That's Alvarez and them.
Yeah, he it was one of the dudes, I can't remember his name right now, but they was interviewing somebody, but they was like, this was more like 07, where it was Undertaker, her Rey Mysterio, her, no, like that area. It was like, it just seems like, it happens every once in a while where it's the group that just keeps getting hurt. But I'm glad that it's not, years of hurt. Oh yeah,
it's like minor injuries.
But it's cool.
Oh, I heard it. They put this match on Hell in a Cell. Somebody said because they was going to outshine that entire pay-per-view. Gunther versus Ricochet.
What? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
No, Gunther versus Ricochet is on tonight because if it was on Hell in a Cell, would outshine the whole pay-per-view.
Besides,
they better give him the 3 minutes though.
Match.
They give him 3 minutes.
Nah. This actually should have been the main event.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to have a title match, you put that on the main event. Especially if that's the only title that's going to be
on the show. It's not tag team titles. Yeah. We'll talk about that later though.
Yeah. Well, is there anybody else that's injured? Because that's what it was. We were talking.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, the
battle. I mean, there's somebody coming back from injury though.
Yeah.
Even though she's not coming back to that song, Ding Dong, Hello. But that's for another. We'll talk about that later. We're still on the Battle Royal, which at the end of it, it was the final four came down to Kyle O'Reilly, Wheeler Yuta, Andre Del Idolo, and who was the?
Wasn't it Ray Phoenix?
Yeah, Ray Phoenix.
Okay, Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, because Andre Del Idolo then gave Ray Phoenix the super low.
Man, I had to go back and watch that. I was like, he just do that?
Hey, he was in the air.
It was supposed to be something totally different.
Yeah, I think it was a botch, but I think that worked. That should be
it was so bad. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, that's actually pretty good. Like something jump for a crossbody. Ooh.
Yeah, I think Phoenix got too much air.
Yeah, that's what it was. He got too much air. He gave him the uppercut low blow.
So at that point, I was like, I'm trying to need to win. Just
I
give it to
thought
him.
when he came out as the Joker, I was like, him versus Mox would actually be a good match.
Man.
Any
so
of those
good.
last four would have been a good match, honestly.
Yep. But then
Yeah.
after Andre got eliminated, it was Wheeler Yuta and Kyle O'Reilly. And I knew everybody wanted it to be Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're chatting.
I mean,
Just so
it's-
it could be like Wheeler Yuta versus Mox, I think part 4.
yeah, a Blackpool combat match for the championship.
That's
But-
what people wanted.
I think you were the one that said, or somebody else was like, yo, it doesn't matter who wins.
It was Mox.
It was Mox all day.
Yeah, and then when I saw that there was no names in it, like there was no big names, I was like, yeah, it's definitely Mox. They're not gonna put the belt on any of them. Even though, honestly, I do want to say this. The AEW roster is so good that you could have put it on them for the title just so they could wrestle in the Forbidden Door, and it would have been a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as story, that's another thing. Like, for some reason, there's a disconnect between the fans and Andrade. There's a disconnect there. There's
Just wait till Roosh gets there and they kind of dissolve the whatever he has going on with Private Party and them.
yeah,
I think that all just needs to end.
it
Just
does.
have Roosh and Andre just be their own separate entity.
It does, because I hate how they did my boy on a hybrid too. Them separating was a bad thing. I mean, even though
it's just 2 tag teams. It's Private Party and Butcher and the Blade.
yeah, and then it was the hybrid too, but then they got rid of old boy, so and Helico is still there.
Yeah, Jack Evans left.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Evans left.
Yep. So it's just Angelico now.
Or dancing by himself.
By himself. I know there's tears on his face like he just. But no, I mean, because I'm telling you,
they were good.
Their tag team roster was so good when it started. I mean, it's good now, but you had Private Party, you had SCU, you had Lucha Bros, you had the Young Bucks, you had the Hybrid 2, you had
the Dark Order.
Had the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Evil Dos. I mean, they had a lot of great tag teams in the beginning that if it was just that core that they added on, but then there was injuries and then COVID hit and it changed a lot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can't blame them for it, but man, that first year crew was special.
Yes. I do want to say one thing real quick because I know we're really not going to talk about this. Shout out to Marina Shafir.
Oh, I was going to talk about it.
Okay. Sorry. You can be my problem any day.
Mm-hmm. Respectfully.
Very respectfully.
Yeah.
I still love Jade Cargill. She's still the #1 champion.
Still #1.
And
but
AEW.
But when I heard Marina start talking, I was like,
that voice don't match that body. Hold on. I had to turn my volume up. Like, hold on, what?
We got to do that again. Yeah. I swear I thought it was going to be like a messed up accent or something. But then because she did that look and then she did that little turn and said, I could be your problem.
Girl.
Soft meat. Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Please be my problem. Oh my God.
I've never been so excited just to hear.
And then they had a pretty decent. Oh dang! Gunther did an up and over. They had a pretty good match that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
For the title.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
there were no stakes, but it was a good match.
Yeah.
We knew it was Thunder Rosa, but
yeah, which would led up to Tony Storm probably challenging Thunder Rosa but I honestly think that Tony Storm should have challenged Jade Cargill.
She should have.
Yeah.
Because one, Jade Cargill does have in her thing something about weathering a storm in her intro. And I'm just saying, Jade Cargill can weather a Tony Storm.
Okay.
Price
He
itself.
definitely can. Let me ask y'all this question. How would y'all feel if
Awesome.
if I guess you know if Jay Cargill was still the TBS champion and decided that she wanted to go for the women's championship and battle Thunder Rosa for it?
She could.
Yeah, she could.
The only issue is that she would still have the belt, and does that take away the validity of that?
Yeah,
belt?
I think for right now, it's best if she just keeps just the TBS title because she's been the only champion. So unless they plan on joining both titles together, which I mean they could always just do the TBS AEW Women's Champion. Now it's too many words.
TBS.
Because I mean, they're still going to need the TBS Championship. So no, just keep it separate.
Yeah, that I mean,
keep
that
it
would
separate.
be
Keep them
exciting
separate.
Thing. Yeah.
The moment she loses the TBS Championship, her very next thing should be for the AEW Women's Championship.
Or they should give her a story where she's so dominant that she's saying, "Hey, I want to go for the women's. Let me vacate." So whatever happens a year down the line after she loses, like she wins the women's title, when she loses the women's title, when she finally loses the women's title, she could come back and say, "You know what? Nobody beat me for that TBS title. Let me throw that gauntlet down. Let's build a story around that. Like she has not lost. Like how FTR and Roppongi Vice just like, oh, we didn't win, but we sure didn't lose. You know, we let's do this again. Like it could be one of those nobody beat me. So
well, FTR is just a fighting champion nonetheless.
Man, they're just an amazing champion. And it's funny that I like the fact that it's not the AEW, it's all the other brands. Like wait, did they lose the AAA title? Because I know right now we're heavy on the Ring of Honor, but did they lose the AAA title?
I
haven't seen it.
Remember.
Oh, I think so.
It's all right. It's all right because what that led up to a special surprise from Will Ospreay.
Ooh, yeah, and the United Empire, which I feel like a lot of people weren't really. Where were they this week?
I can't remember.
Like, because
I'll lie to you.
We have a new IC champion.
Kansas City, they would say.
Kansas City really isn't a wrestling town like that. Like, if it was one of the big Chicago, this would have happened in LA.
Yeah.
This would have gotten like a lot more hype. This would have happened down here in Florida, somewhere where it's actual wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, there's very small town. Like even if they did it in Atlanta, I know people don't think that Atlanta is a huge wrestling like hotbed, but dude, Atlanta gets hype, and they be in the know. They act like they too cool to be in the know, but they be in the know.
Yeah,
there's certain cities like that. Like Milwaukee would have probably been another one. I don't know how we got on this, but Milwaukee would be another one that. They you might not expect them to be in the know, but they're in the know. Like there's quite a few of them. Kansas City is not one of them. Kansas City will probably appreciate the type of wrestling that Will Ospreay does, but he's not a big name, so they don't know.
They would appreciate WWE like pops, people coming through like that. Yeah. I don't think they're much of a AEW indie type of place. And oh, well, saying that Gunther has won the IC title,
Sure.
Against Ricochet.
I mean, congrats.
Yeah.
They basically are just setting everything up for Clash at the Castle.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because
yeah.
they're going overseas.
Granted, it's
Yeah.
in September, and we're like 2 months away.
Mhm.
But
Dang, this year is almost
Yeah.
over with. Shit.
because
Me
like
too.
they're setting up Drew McIntyre to face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I don't know who else they're gonna really set up, but I know they're setting up. They're probably gonna Doudrop and Nikki Ash are gonna win the women's tag team championships at Clash of the Castle. Just everybody who's of European descent is just gonna have a fun ass time,
Yep.
and I can't wait. I'm here for it. I also think Sami Zayn should win Money in the Bank.
Yes. Yes.
Sammy, Kevin, Seth.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
just Sammy. Just
Just
Sammy.
Sammy.
Just Sammy.
I mean,
I don't know.
Sammy.
Sammy is number one, but I wouldn't be mad if it was Kevin or Seth, even though Seth, I mean, that'd probably keep him busy until Cody comes back.
Exactly.
But yeah, but no, Sammy, especially on the fact that, you know, Roman is taking some time off. I think Sammy will still keep all of that entertaining. Like, because honestly, there's no question, like, you're not trying to figure out which title you're going to go for because it's the same person. So,
Right.
so now the Money in the Bank just is, you know, when you back, you never know when I'm coming. So he can go and cut promos of, you know, this, he's hiding from me and all of this other stuff. Like he could just take it and run with it while Roman is away.
I feel Roman is doing the Brock Lesnar gimmick where he only wrestles like 1-3 times a pay-per-view. And all of us gets annoyed because even through that shine or through him leaving and taking both world championships, like Rock held the other championship hostage. They're not showcasing the IC title like they should be, even though they just changed it. They're not showcasing the US title like they should, even though they're about to have Bobby Lashley face Austin Theory. And I swear, to have Austin Theory win. No, I got the hiccups. I'm so like distraught.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were like, oh, they took Roman off the thing. It was like, yo, he's gonna be there for SummerSlam, Clash of the Castles, Royal Rumble, Mania, and maybe the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But now, with the fact that Roman Reigns has both titles, they definitely need to make a stipulation for Survivor Series.
And listen, yes, they do. They seriously do. There's no, how is this going to go? How is this going to go with, first of all, your champion is not wrestling himself.
Good.
So who?
I mean, Vince McMahon once wrestled God. So.
I was just about to say that.
Listen, but we all know that God is a Roman Reigns fan. You remember that?
That's true.
Yeah, so he's not gonna wrestle God. So, you know, I mean, honestly, if he's gonna be
God
going
acknowledges Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I had a joke almost went a little too far with it, but no. Honestly, if Sami Zayn wins Money in the Bank, I think that I don't think that there's too many people that can hold off until Survivor Series, but I think Sammy is one of those. If they're gonna, oh, when are we gonna do this? If you ain't got no champion to actually champion that is actually gonna fight in Survivor Series, why not let it be the person for the money who just wins the money in the bank? You know what? I'm challenging you here. I finally got you to where you're gonna be. So I'm gonna get you here. I think that'd be the closest thing that they could pull off with Roman being the unified champion.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't think there's too many people that can do that. Like, so who would it be? Like, we'll talk about that once we get closer to Monday.
Yeah.
We see who's on that list. Ooh. R-Truth will be able to.
Yeah.
R-Truth would definitely be able to hold it down until Survivor Series. Just with incoherent babble. He would, you know what?
And then he would try to use he would try to cash it in to go for the 24/7 title.
Yeah, and they would have to tell him that's not how this works. It is not for the 24/7. And then
no, because then it's like, you said that I could challenge for any title that I want. I want this title.
Oh, I would love that. Man, that would be amazing.
Like, no, they need to make Money in the Bank great again.
No, they would, but man, that would be amazing.
They need to make Money in the Bank a WrestleMania thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be his own pay-per-view. Make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, it just takes the mystique away, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. All I know is, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a quick jiffy. We got to do what we got to do. And if you would like, you can go ahead, subscribe, go ahead, leave a comment under our YouTube, under our Spotify, under wherever you listen to us at, because, the more you interact with us, the more we interact with you. Right now, I'm up on my Twitter, on our Twitter page, interacting. I'm constantly talking to people. Hit us up on there. Ooh, they're going through the and the
super.
But definitely message us, and we will be back in a quick jiffy.
That's right.